Today we're gonna talk about how I learn French. So my story, how I did it, how you can also did it, dictionary that I use, and other stuff. So the story started when I was student. So we study French in school, but the problem was for me that I can't speak it, and I have no one who speak it in my comfort zone. So it was very hard, even. And the other problem, it was my first language that I was studying, so it's very hard. So the idea, I was studying learning only grammar. So when I was learning only grammar and stuff, or focusing on grammar, word, thing that they give you and stuff. So I didn't learn anything, and it was very problem for me. So I started buying some stuff like those type of dictionary. So those type, it's like they have word and conversation and some exercise. So I'm gonna give you some short here to see. There is some conversation here, and translate and some word beginner. So I start buying this stuff just to know word and stuff. So it was very helpful this time, and I bought also this. So I start learning conversation and some word every day. So I tried everything, every dictionary I can find. I try it. I try to write the word every day. I try to use it. So I used also a story that you learn with story in school and stuff, and I start buying stories and stuff. You know, with story, just I type word with the meaning. This type of story, this is Le Dernier Jour d'un Condamné, by the way. I start using also stories. It was helpful, to be honest with you. And I started watching videos on YouTube and social media. I turned my social media to French. I started talking with some French people and stuff. So I started developing every day. But the problem was when I found myself that I know French, I can hear French, but I can't speak. So that was also problem. So why I found this problem? Because I focus a lot on learning vocabulary, learning grammar thing, but I didn't focus on speaking at all. So I didn't have experience in speaking. I had some experience in typing, but in speaking not. So when it comes to speak, I had a lot of problem, even to say word and stuff. So it was those not helpful for speaking. Even this, I have also. I want to share. I forget this. It's big dictionary. It's for meaning of word, French word. Meaning. I will show you example. So meaning of word stuff. So I used everything I can to learn vocabulary. To be honest, but like I said, I had bad experience with speaking. So I find myself I don't speak French at all. I just hear and stuff. Okay? So what I start doing, I start focusing a lot on speaking. I start using apps like on TV, Omegle and stuff to meet with people who speak French and start to improve in my vocabulary. And I start speaking with myself. At a lot of time I start making conversation with myself and I start thinking in French. So when I be with myself or I'm doing something, I start making some conversation in French, because when you think with native language, but you should change it to that language you learn. That will be effective also for you. That helped me a lot to learn that language and stuff. It helped a lot in French speaking. I'm talking from my experience now. I'm sharing my story with you. You can start taking some note now about this. You should think with the language that you learn. It's very effective in learning. Also, I start using French music, because it's popular. So it's so why I start using also music. So the idea was music have the right word, and they have some conversation and something that you can hear even you are working on stuff and start learning. And I find the lyrics, I will write it in my book. I always have something to do notes in my home, so I take note and I start learning every day. That helped me also with my hearing. But when it's come to speaking, I prefer to speak with yourself and try to speak in speaker, because that's fair. You have fear when you come to speak. I find that when you come to speak, you have some fear and you start being nervous. But try to speak, try make mistakes. So you should force yourself to make mistake, and you should say to yourself, and what I'm doing mistake, and what you should accept the idea that I'm doing mistake, I'm doing fault. There is someone better than me in everything in life. So you should accept the idea and start doing it, because you should do it. Do the change, okay? So I know, because when you don't speak, you have fear to say something bad, something not work, something work. You had that fear that you said something not good in conversation. But if you don't speak, you will not improve yourself. Okay? So why I said that, I will give you some example. Now I'm speaking English, is not my native language. I don't have the accent. I know. You see the idea? I'm doing my best. I'm using also YouTube to improve my language skill and stuff. So you should accept the idea of making mistake. You should accept the idea that there is people better than you. Okay. In English, there is native speakers in countries USA, Australia, Canada, UK, England. So there is people who are native in that language. So there is someone better in anything in life. So you should accept the idea of making mistake, and you should meet with with the best people who can teach you something, and who have the ideas, and who have skills in something, to learn from them. Because I don't prefer to learn from someone who don't have the thing that you want. Okay, because when it comes to Spain, I want to learn Spanish, so I meet with someone who can speak Spanish, or who learns Spanish. So it's not fair to learn with someone learning French and you learn Spanish. You know the idea. So you should meet with people who learn the same thing you want, or they have the same experience you want to have in future. Okay, you should focus on this thing, because a lot of people make that mistake of taking taking notes from someone who don't do the thing that they want to do. I'm telling you. The other thing you should know, that you can use also Google Translate. I use it. It's very powerful when it comes to speaking. It helped me a lot in my French. Of course, I have Google Translate. I write down a word. I try to repeat it. I also write sentence. I try to say it, because when it comes to speak something, you have to imagine conversation, and you will not know some words, so you will type it there, and you click on speaker, know how to pronounce that word, and try to say it on speaker. So record it and say and hear what you said. That will be important for you to know how you speak and how to improve the pronunciation problem. So that will be effective for you when you are learning not only French. I'm talking about any language now. And for my French experience, it was a good experience, but I know French, it's hard. It's not that easy language, but when with consistency you can learn it. Okay, and you can check also course on YouTube, because on YouTube there is playlist for French, and I prefer playlists who have subtitles. Someone speak here in English and someone speak here in French, because I want you to get all the sentence and try to write it, take a note, and try to say it, because that will be important and effective. So give yourself time and improve yourself every day. If you can do learning language every day, that will be effective. If you live with it, make it like lifestyle for you. So you live with it, you study with it, you work with it, it will be effective. If you cannot, you just take 30 minutes or 1 hour a day, and that will be effective for you. Why I said 1 hour? Because I want you to learn quickly. So when it comes to learn language, you want to done with it in 3 months to 6 months. You should not take a lot of time. if if you want to learn, if you are not interested in that much, you just want to know something, you can take the time that you want. Okay, but this will be effective. And for apps, for people who learn with apps and stuff, I prefer to use app with conversation, because there is app like Duolingo. I don't prefer Duolingo that much. If you want to make it and to use it as a reminder, I you can also use that apps like byte word. You just type byte word and the language that you like, byte word French, and you will find this type of app. They send you notification with word and stuff. You will like it, this type of app, and you can try a lot of different app on Play Store or App Store to find that work for you. Okay. So all the ideas that I share with you, it's effective in learning French, and from my experience, I hope you learn with it. And if you like this video, just hit that subscribe. We want to be family here and to get 1,000 subscribers. So see you in another video.